Yo, welcome. This is Aruggamuffin. If you didn't know, I am an anime, manga type of dude, and I just want to show. I had another channel. I had my anime channel, but like I said before, I'm cutting down on all my channels, so I'm uploading everything that I would usually do on like 4 different channels, on 2 different channels, the vlog and this channel. So I read the One Piece chapter today, the 1019 chapter, right? And I seen that Frankie and Sasuke are fighting. And it looks like they going back and forth. Like, you expect that Sasuke is like actually like pretty strong since he's the Flying Six. And he brought up the fact that this Flying Six are the main reason why the Beast Pirates are feared throughout the seas. But that's a little odd in the fact that Kaido is the captain and the Calamities, the 3 people under him, Jack, Queen, and King, all have bounties over 1 billion. Well, Jack has 1 billion, but they have bounties over 1 billion. And I don't think the Flying Six are the reason why they're feared. I don't know, man. Suzuki is he's just hyping himself up. And it's surprising that Frankie's actually strong enough to keep up with him. Like, I'm looking like, how's he able to do that? Like, you would expect one of the Flying Six, ex-captain for itself, is fighting Frankie, who is like, what do you want to call him? The middleman? Frankie's like the middleman. He's like the what is it? The old trio? Yeah, the old trio. That's what they call him, man. And the Straw Hats, they had the monster trio, the weak trio, and the old trio. Frankie, Brooke, and Robin. Brooke is like 90. Robin and Frankie are in their 30s. So, compared to the rest of the crew, who are, I think, Luffy's still 19. Right? Right? Yeah. Luffy's 19. And Zoro and Sanji, the next oldest after them, are 21. So, the youngest are the strongest. The oldest are in the middle. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird in that fact. But where I'm going with this is that, like, in the beginning, you see Luffy. He got taken in by Law's crew like a couple chapters ago because he was drowning under the water. And now you see them trying to help him, but they don't have any skills at all trying to help him at all. It's like, it's kind of weird looking at him. Like, their crew is completely, like, dependent on Law. Beppo's not there, but Beppo is barely strong enough to even do anything to anybody. Like, he's strong, he's a mink. Did they ever show his, like, his transformation form? I don't think so. Did they? I don't think so. If y'all remember that, can y'all leave that in the comments? Or show me that? I don't think I remember that at all. But, like, Law's crew is trash, yo. They should at least know basic CPR. Their captain is the doctor and the captain. So, he's basically holding on to everybody. He's basically the one-man army in that crew. And that's sad to say. And Luffy wakes up. They don't know what to do. He just screaming out meat. Because you know Luffy, he needs meat to recover. I'm surprised he didn't ask for milk. Because milk, that calcium, his teeth. Because he got whooped by Kaido. Then we move on to Zoro. Zoro's being like bandaged. Well, they're taking the bandage off of Zoro, right? But they're also about to inject him because the fight for him is about to start. Once he gets injected, all his energy or whatever, his energy, his strength is going to go back. But he's saying rip off the bandages before anything happens, because if, I don't know, like, they inject him while he had the bandages on, it would still hurt because his bones are still broken. So I'm guessing he's saying take everything off, then shoot him up with the steroids so he can get juiced up. So the downside to that, and we learned in like last chapter, 2 chapters ago. I think last chapter was what was last chapter? Jinbei versus Hoo was last chapter. I don't think it was that chapter. The chapter before that, we learned that the shot will give Zoro all his strength back, but also his pain after all this is going to be doubled. So it's going to be a remnants of what happened in Thriller Bark and the fact that he took all the pain, but he's still fighting. Oh yeah, I just watched a couple days ago. Like, my favorite arc in One Piece is Sabondi Archipelago, right? And I just went back and looked at that. And you could see how much pain Zoro was in fighting Kizaru. I'm not saying he would have did much of a difference because he didn't have hockey back then. Well, he did. I don't think he had ornament though. He had like observation hockey or something, or whatever he did, like against Mr. One. But during the invasion of the Navy in Sabondi, Zoro would have did a lot better if he wasn't injured from Thriller Bark. And the pain that he was getting from there is like kind of crazy. The fact that he took all of Luffy's pain plus his pain from fighting Kuma and all that and fighting Gecko Maria. Zoro he's a tank, bro. You could tell he's more, endurable. He has more endurance than Luffy because he took all his pain while Luffy was knocked out. So I guess from that fight, Luffy gained pain from Maria, the shadows, and just the fighting. He took damage from all that while Zoro took all that plus everything he had before him and still survived while Luffy was knocked out. So it's insane. Zoro is a walking tank. So the bandages come off, then it's gonna be good. Then I guess we go to the end of the chapter where we see Kaido and Yamato fighting, and Kaido's in his form telling Yamato, you would have been like a cool, one of his strongest commanders, one of his generals, if she would have just stick to the plan and do what she's supposed to do. So she is his daughter, but she also identifies as Odin. So it's like a hard thing for him. It's his daughter, but his biggest enemy at the same time. The fact that she's Odin, identifies as Odin. It's kind of crazy in that fact that he still looks at her as a daughter, but he still has the issue of trying to like stop her, and the fact that she's his child. So it's kind of hard. And we see her devil fruit transformation. I don't know what it is. We already know that, what's her name? From Blackbeard's crew has the nine-tailed fox. So she can't be that. So is she like a mink? The mink devil fruit? Are they trying to shoot us? What is it? Shulong form? Are they trying to say that they're gonna kick out Carrot and pit Yamato? 2-in-1. You get the mink devil fruit plus a female strong combatant. So I guess Oda's definitely trying to get Carrot out of there and just have Yamato took 2 bases in 1. So she be the 11th member because she wants to go out to sea, but she also wants to protect Wano country. It's crazy. It's a lot to it, man. I don't know, man. So it's a lot to it. But this was the chapter. My review, or review, you wanna call it? I don't know. What do you want to call it? It was a decent chapter. I would give it like it's a above average. It's pretty good in the fact that it had like 4 different types of parts to the chapter. Oh, I didn't even say nothing about the what is it called? CHaPTeR that Shizuki was. That's kind of crazy. I think he's using technology from Queen. The fact that you've seen Queen using the laser beams in the beginning, Frankie's like looking at it interested, Sanji saying Frankie could probably use this. It's a lot to that. So I think, doesn't Frankie already has beams? He copied the beams from Kuma. I think he did that. I'm pretty sure he already tried doing that. And the fight with him and Sakazuki is pretty good in the fact that they're going back and forth. Frankie's using his radical beam, his air cannon, and he's using his sword too. And while Sakazuki, he uses his neck as a propeller to spin around and float. He said he's a special breed or species or something, but it's kind of hard to say. I don't think Triceratops can fly. So he's like the only person in Flying 6 that can actually fly. And you got Frankie, he using his sword, while Sakazuki's sword spins into like a blade type. It's kind of crazy. He's spinning into a blade while Frankie is learning or saying that he wishes he was stronger with the blade, even though he has Zoro and Brook on the crew that could teach him how to. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of information to the chapter. Like looking back and thinking about it. Then you look at Suzuki's in the beginning, he has a V-shaped scar or wound on his stomach. So when Frankie strikes, he leaves V's. I don't know, man. But yeah, if you guys like this type of video, I might continue it. I watch anime. I watch a lot of anime. And I've been like looking at Boruto. Don't judge me. It's getting interesting in the fact that I'm starting to understand it a little bit more. Before it was just terrible. I did not want to watch that at all. Because it's Naruto show, not Boruto's. And Boruto should be nowhere near Naruto. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. This is Arugga and my God.
おっとワイド
ショートランクス。
暗いな
ありゃ
暗いなジャンブムートンショット逃がさねえぞおりゃ
うわっこれで終わらせっぞ。よせやこりゃだはっこのフォークガトリング吹っ飛べ。うわっ元気をあげてくれ。よし、できたぞ。とくたばっちまえ。うわありょうけんあおりゃせりゃよっとはったとだこのバウンドマン。こんなところで負けられねえ。海賊王に俺はなる。